He wants to go aggressive. He wants to beat him in the laning phase. It's going to be the Shy on his signature Jace pick, and this can be more exciting.
Quadrant invade we saw just a couple minutes ago. Finds out that the red buff is still up for the taking. Wei is able to smite it away and should just be able to get over the wall with the power of that. Whoa, Wei! Why would you flash that way? What the hell? Mako with the grand
No, it's good. It's genius.
Still works out. Oh my god, Wei baited and outsmarted is able to pull Xiaohao over the river wall, and that's first blood for Wei Zed. He out from danger.
Okay.
EDG are able to secure one grub.
Yeah, I mean, you get something, but still, you're giving over 2. You do get the flash out of the Shy, although I don't think the Shy really needed to use it in that situation. Was trying to knock people away potentially from that Realm Warp. Doesn't quite work out for him that way. And IG, they just continue their domination right here when it comes to these objectives. Now, the Shy going in quite aggressively onto DDZ, has Mako as backup.
I don't know if they take out this Crocodile just yet, but they're getting a lot of damage down. ZDZ still has Flash and Dominance available, but already below 50% HP. And Wei is waiting to make the dive happen, but Palkia's here. Oh, holy moly! Wei, that felt personal! Just putting Xiaohao into the dirt.
I swear that there was a Silas there a second ago. Where did he go? Just gets disappeared off of the face of the earth, and now the Shy and ZDZ, they're going to tussle this one out. The Shy, no flash away, so he has to be very careful still. The return damage can be super strong, and Mako and Wei are coming up to join their top laner.
Now Wei still has Death Mark. He only used flash and basic abilities onto the kill for Xiaohao's Silas. Dawning Shadow does provide some assistance to ZDZ. They now look for Wei Zed, and without a flash, that ninja is gone. And Mako is going to be the next one to fall. EDG are able to strike back against IG. Always bring to the forefront, but then having to play more of the skirmishers, more of the facilitators for his solo laners. IG are really giving him a lot of freedom as the Shy is under threat under the tower, but here comes Mako. Can he get there in time with quickness? Yes, he can! Battle grand entrance under the tower!
Yo!
The dive is completely diffused. CDC finally finds him with the Call of the Meek, but he is over in enemy territory, and Wei's Death Mark will seal him down. EDG make the dive, but at what cost?
Gets that final one through. It's really nice to see there. Well played.
Teleport is coming in. Gala and Mako, can they get out of this one? Immediate Feather Storm usage by Gala has Flash and Cleanse available. Cleanses the stun from Palkia. Here comes Rookie with the Twisted Fate ultimate. ZDZ can't get the job done. Gala survives. Did have to burn both of his summoner spells, but now it's the turn from IG. It's their time to shine as Xiaohao and Palkia are forced away. Dredgeline does snag Wei against Invictus Gaming so far.
Yep. Absolutely. Now ZDZ going to be the target of another potential gank right here.
Oh, but Mako's there once again, and Wei right on top of ZDZ with a Death Mark ensures that the Croc has got nowhere else to go except back to his own base, IG.
Full items here to be playing with, and more components too.
And now that was Rookie's Twisted Fate ultimate being used there. Gala goes into the air with the Feather Storm. Flash right on top, but Mako absorbs the trench line for Gala, and Gala does still goes down anyway. It was a valiant attempt for Mako to try and save his AD carry, but EDG are able to brute force their way through it and get the kill onto the tricky Xayah.
I mean, Mako is playing out of his mind right here. Even though some of the carries are still just about dying, it is not because of anything he is doing wrong. Mid lane tower, actually without having that Herald, is just going to be pushed on down, and I absolutely love to see this from EDG. I think this is a mistake a lot of teams make, where they see objectives as so juicy without thinking about what the objective is for. Hang on, watching now, the Shy. Just walk this one away.
Wei now looking for On with a Death Mark. Palkia stalls it out. The flash from On able to get away from the grand entrance here. Wei has to go back to his living shadow. Xiaohao now going crazy as he stole the quickness, gets the trauma into the Shy, but he goes into the hammer with the skies. Xiaohao just gets one more Kingslayer into the upskun abduct and says goodnight to the Shy. Now Wei trying to see if he can make his grand escape against CDC's Renekton gets over the wall. The flash immediately used by both players.
Decide to pull back after one fight and get the Rift Herald. They instead take that mid lane tower, and now they can grab themselves the Rift Herald, use it either on a tier 1, I think there's still a tier 1 top lane. Actually, maybe there isn't. Instead, they can just use it on any of those tier 2s. Of course, the response right here from IG, they're going to grab themselves their second Drake of the game, and EDG, across the course of this whole game,
on that easy gone. Now just putting a bunch of feathers into this tier 1 turn in the mid lane. Teleport comes in from ZDZ, now looking for the flank. Rookie is able to pop the ultimate for vision across every single member on EDG. Rookie has the gold card, stuns up ZDZ onto the top side. Gala trying to kite it out to the best visibility. Wade goes in for the death mark, but just not enough damage, and he was way too low to continue the chase. And EDG, they're starting to win the hands check against IG that they're opting in for time and time after again. Palkia trying to go for the road rage. Doesn't find a knock-up with anyone on that Rift Herald driving, but does push IG back. And EDG starting to get closer and closer to finding that gold advantage in this game 3.
Yeah. They're going to be able to grab themselves this tier 2 tower in the mid lane. It will be traded back by the Shy for a tier 1 on the top side. So every time EDG make a good play, IG, they still get something back. Still, I'm very impressed with the way that EDG have been able to play through this game.
Stand tall against IG here. Pretty much everyone from IG has arrived. Rookie is splitting in the mid lane. The Otacon still at 8,000 HP. IG taking their time. Rookie can join with a teleport if needed. Mako baiting out some cooldowns. Rookie finally joins the fray. Big knock up on Dagala, but he goes into the air with the Feather Storm Registers at the right time, and Xiaohao is deleted from the Rift. No jungler for EDG. No smite available for EDG now. Rookie grants vision on everyone. Here comes Wade, rushing forward, finds Angel, slashes him back to the shadows. Palkia gets knocked up. CDZ is the next one to fall, and On is doing everything that he can to try and sustain this crocodile, but now he's the last one standing, and he's gonna be the final corpse to hit the dirt. IG find the ace at the right time, and it's 21 minutes and an Otacon earned to Invictus Gaming.
It looked like it was going to be okay there for EDG. There are a couple of key moments where you thought, oh, they can turn this around, they can make this work. But unfortunately, it just doesn't end up happening. Although the members of IG fall low, they do not go down. Only the Shy going to give his life to that fight through the health bars of IG. They're going to have to head back on towards the waves, try to get a little bit of extra healing up. You do at least have a Senna on side, so you should be able to get back closer. It's going to be that ulti popped by Rookie. Doesn't decide to take it. Uh-oh.
Palkia tries to go in. Wei secures the dragon for IG. That's the third, and they are now on soul point. ZDZ tries to go in and looking for Gala. Once again, he goes in the air with the Feather Storm. It's the turnaround for IG, and just like that, EDG run out of gas. On trying to fire from a distance as they find Mako now. Wait a minute, EDG trying to turn it around. Wei goes in with the death mark, but he's not able to find enough damage. The Realm Ward from Angel might just be enough to look for Rookie onto the back end of it. Yes, IG get the third dragon, but it's EDG that find a big win in the fight on the dragon.
They are going to arrive for this fight.
Palkia has smite available as well. 7,000 on the Baron. IG immediately drop it, but they don't
reset
the Baron to the full HP potential. Now Wei has to pull out a miracle against 2 smites. They're going to force the fight here onto the top side. Gala is able to find Palkia.
Gala's free hitting.
ZDZ, he's going in the air with the Feather Storm. He finds the Blade Caller onto 2. Angel goes golden, so does Xiaohao, but Gala wants to find a triple. The 4th is taken by Rookie. No pentakill today for Gala, but it's enough of a fight win for IG to secure the Baron afterwards.
Oh, that Flash Blade Caller was absolutely gorgeous. Sexy work right there from Gala. But honestly, this is what we're talking about, right? It's not the micro of that Flash play.
Absolutely gorgeous on the repositioning of the feathers for the Blade Caller, and good night On. IG started recognizing that that Senna was starting to become a huge threat.
Got a push going in the mid lane as well. I do not think that this tower is going to be long for the world. The inhibitor likely soon to follow. And for EDG, it feels like they've been scrambling to play catch-up throughout the entirety of this game, and they have found good moments for themselves here, but they need to find just a couple fights that fully go in their favor and result in them picking up objectives, because they've lost the Atacard, 3 Drakes, the Baron. Every single one of these neutrals has just gone the other way.
And IG are just so relentless, so unforgiving when it comes to making these sieges into the late game. Xiaohao goes into the backline with the stolen quickness, goes golden, tries to buy time with the Kingslayer, but it's just not enough. Xiaohao is now dead in the dirt for another 47 seconds, so is ZDZ. IG now operating with a full 5-man advantage. The flash for Rookie! Oh my goodness gracious! The rapid fire cannon was not quite online yet. On is able to cleanse the gold card stun. Wei is threatening him. The Shy flashes in. The dredge line is absorbed by the Shy's Jason. He doesn't even care that Palkia tried to stun him up because he still's got the damage to be able to back it up. Angel throwing out the Realm Orb just for sake, trying to defend the base, but IG have one goal in mind, and that is to make this playoffs run absolutely flawless, and they will sweep the series 3-0 against EDG.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.